Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Now I will be taking you through database, but for now we'll be starting with the basics of a database, the definition of a database, what the database entails. When we say database, what is a database? Let's proceed. So we are starting with database concept. First of all, what is a database? Now we say a database is simply the collection of data. That is the definition of a database. When we talk of a database, that is just organizing the data for data collection. It can be, when we say data is what? The raw unprocessed facts, while information is what? Processed data. Now, what is the importance of a database? Now, we collect data to help us with analysis, to help us secure the data, to help us generate reports, to help us perform investigation, and then another one for online bookings at the airport. We have a whole lot for a database. Another way too is to help with what? Easy access of what? Data, right? Gone are the days sometimes when you go to the hospital, they will have to go through a whole list of files to find your folder. But when we have organized data, they will be able to query from the system to generate your data for you, right? So to analyze data, that is for data analysis, for data security, to generate reports, for investigation, and then we have online bookings at the airport, and then we have a whole lot. The next thing that we want to look at is the types of a database. Now we can classify the types of database based on users. Another one too is based on the usage. Another one is the location of the database, and then the structure of the database. After looking at the definition of a database, we have database management system, which as we know as DBMS. Now, when we say the database management system, that is the software that we use actually in managing the data, right? Database is just the collection of data, but when we talk of a DBMS is what? The software that we use to manage the database itself. First of all, let's look at some of the examples of a DBMS. Now, example includes 1. Microsoft SQL Server, 2. MySQL, 3. Oracle database. We have a whole lot. We have DB2 and the rest, but these are some of the examples: Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, and then Oracle database. These are all database management system which we can use in managing our database properly. The next thing that we are going to look at is just the database environment. When we take an environment where we can have a database, we will need a system administrator, we will need a database administrator, a database designer, the hardware that we are going to use in managing the database, DBMS utilities, that is the actual software. We have database analysts or programmers. We have the end users who are going to use it. So this is a very well structured database environment. Before you can start using your database, you need to have what? This set of environment to equip you. You need a hardware, an operating system where you have to install all your databases, your files, run your data collection, and a whole lot. Alright, I want to thank you for this session on database concept. This is just actually the beginning of what a database is, the types of a database, why we need a database, and then a DBMS. On my next episode, we are going to look at more of database, more detailed information about database. Now, for your questions and suggestions, you can kindly contact me on my email and then through my WhatsApp number. Thank you, and subscribe and like my videos.